Our recipe for today will be for Bagnet. Bagnet is a Filipino style fried pork belly with an extra crispy skin. So the first step to do this is I have here 2 pieces of pork belly sliced. These are boneless, nice layer of fat and meat. Okay, so the first thing to do here is to scrape off the skin like this to get off all the impurities. Okay, see? Well. Okay. Okay. So after we do this, then we need to cook it together or simmer it for about until it's tender. So usually around an hour and a half to 2 hours. So these are some whole onions, whole peppercorns, and a few pieces of bay leaf. Okay, so let's head over to the stove. So here we are with the stove. We're waiting for the water to boil. So you can put some salt now, a little bit of salt. The whole onion that has been peeled, some peppercorn and bay leaf. Okay. And after that, we just dunk in the pork belly, skin side down. Okay, so this should cook for an hour and a half to 2 hours in very, very low heat, so that the meat inside becomes tender. Okay, so the water is hot. You just have a very high tolerance to heat. So see you in a couple hours. Okay, so now that our bagnet is finished boiling, the first thing we need to do is out of the hot water or the simmering water, we poke some holes to it on the skin. So what the holes allows it to do is for the excess moisture to be able to aerate out of the skin. So because if there's any moisture buildup in the skin, it's not going to be crispy when we fry it. Okay, so after you do that, wipe with a little bit of paper towel. Okay. Okay. And then brush with some vinegar. And let it air dry for a bit. So after you brush some vinegar, let it air dry. If you have to, you brush one more coating of vinegar before you wrap it in cling wrap and then put it in the freezer for a day or 2. So alright, so we let this air dry for a bit. Then after that, we're gonna wrap it in cling wrap and then put it in the freezer for 1 or 2 days before we take it out and fry it. Okay, alright, see you again. Alright, back to our bagnet here. So after it has been sitting for about 45 minutes, I think. So now it's time to wrap it in cling wrap and then put it in the freezer. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap them individually like this. And we'll see these babies in a couple of days to fry them. Okay, see ya. Hi. Now we have now this is the day 2 for the bagnet. So yesterday, day 1, what we did was we simmered the bagnet with some whole peppercorns, onions, bay leaf. We simmered it for about 40 minutes until all the meat is nice and tender. After that, we poked the skin, and then we wrapped it up, cooled it down, wrapped it up, and put it directly to the freezer. So today it just came out of the freezer. Now it's completely frozen. And then what I have here is heat or low heat, oil in low heat. So what we want to do is just cook these bagnet confit style, which is low heat in oil or fat. So what it does is, so the hot oil will go into the bagnet. It will try to evaporate most of the moisture that's on the skin, so that when we fry the bagnet again tomorrow, it'll be very crispy, since the skin will have less or no moisture at all. Okay, so after we do this one, we take it out of the, well, we cook it in the hot, low to medium heat oil for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. After that, we take it out, cool it down, and then put it in the refrigerator, and then fry it again tomorrow in high heat. Okay, so just like this. Okay, so you don't hear anything because this is a low heat oil, so you don't hear any sizzling or anything. So, well, the bagnet are also very cold, so pretty soon it will sizzle a little bit slowly. So I want to make sure that the heat stays consistently low for this process. Okay. All right. So, see how it just nicely sizzles in low heat. So this is the lowest possible setting for my stove. It's fairly low. So we do this for about 40 to 45 minutes, okay, until most of the oil gets into the bagnet. Most of the moisture will be evaporated, most especially in the skin, so that when you fry tomorrow, you'll have a super crispy skin. Okay, so see you later when I take this out. Okay, so now we have simmered the pork belly, the bagnet in the low heat oil. We've already cooled it down also. Now it's time to put it in the refrigerator for overnight. Then tomorrow, day number 3, we will fry this in oil that's higher in temperature, so that we can achieve that crispy skin. Right, so there it is. That's what it looks like. Hi. So continuing on to this will be the day 3 for the bagnet. So continuing on, these bagnet had been fried in, well, actually simmered in low heat oil yesterday, day 2, and now after that they've been refrigerated overnight. So now it's time to fry them to get that extra crispy skin using high heat oil. Okay, so let's head over to the stove. All right, so now that the oil is hot, it's time to just slide these in. Again, whenever you're frying something, you don't want to overcrowd the pan, so that you don't lower the heat. And it's also very important that you fry these at the proper temperature. So this will be about at least over 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the distinct bagnet skin. There you go.
Now we only fry these for a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Actually about 2 minutes on each side, just until you get the skin to be crispy.
So after it has been fried, now it's time to, this is a very important step, is to cool it down properly. Before cutting. So what cooling does is it relaxes the juices of the meat inside, so that all the moisture coming out of the meat doesn't all bleed out. And then at the same time, you want to make sure that while the skin is resting, it's also not covered, so you don't get any condensation. The condensation prevents the skin. Okay, so now that we have rested the bagnet, now it's time to cut it. So what you can see, very crispy skin. So let's focus on this one. Okay, very crispy skin. Okay, so now it's time to cut it. So, okay, nice. Same thing, very crispy. All right, so there you are, Ilocos Bagnet. Thanks for watching my cooking demo, and I'll see you again in the next recipe.